Hi, I'm Paul from BRITA. We're here at Alchemy Coffee in Wimbledon, and we are going to be taking you through the steps to exchange your Purity C IQ filter cartridge in the self-exchange trial. Are you excited? So am I. So just how simple is this process? Well, we're going to go through the things that you're going to need. You will need your replacement cartridge, which will have been shipped to you previously. You'll need your favourite tape. This is my selection. Nothing paper-based, I wouldn't say. Try and get something a little bit stronger. And you will need one bucket or jug that's as large as this one. 5 to 10 litres will be fine. Let's re-familiarise ourselves with the equipment. Here we've got the IQ head, which does all the smart stuff. This is the IQ cartridge, which we're going to be exchanging. And then we've got the various valves and twisty bits. Number 1 is the inlet, which goes through the filter. Number 2 is the outlet, which goes to your equipment. Number 3 is the flush valve, which is an important part of the installation process. And number 4 is the twist and release mechanism. So the first step is to close off your inlet and your outlet valves. These are the valves here, 1 and 2. The blue section tells you which way the water's going, whether it's open or closed. Open is straight through, and to close it, you simply rotate it 90 degrees. So that's number 1, and then number 2, the same. So now we've closed off the whole system, no water can escape, but we do have a little bit of pressure left inside, so we have to place our bucket under the grey flush valve hose, and then open flush valve 3, and a small amount of water will come flowing out of the pipe. To open it, you simply push it upwards, and that's it. So the next step is to detach the head from the cartridge, and to do that, you twist the locking handles number 4. There's one either side, and it's very, very simple. You just twist it, you'll hear a click, and then twist until you can't twist anymore. So with the locking handles now released, we can just very simply lift the head off the cartridge. There will be a small amount of water, but nothing too much. And it is okay to let go of the head at this stage. Water's not going to flow, and you can just pick the cartridge up and take it to your replacement. So the IQ head has an LED light on the top. This flashes different colours in line with the expiry date of the cartridge. The most important thing you need to know is when it's due for an exchange, it'll be orange or red. This one is green because Alchemy are just so keen that they just have to get exchanges done. Alright, so here we are with the replacement cartridge, looking fantastic, I'm sure you'll agree. What we've got to do, take it out of the packaging, and the most important thing, retain all the packaging, including this small red cap, which we're about to take off by simply lifting this tab. You can discard this bit and keep this bit. So let's send our new cartridge home. Here's the bottom of the IQ head. You can see there's only one way that this cartridge will go in because it's the same shape. Fortunately, I've got it the right way around today. So what I'm going to do is place it underneath the IQ head and simply lower it down. Once I've done that, I can rotate the locking catch again, number 4, until it clicks. And then the head will automatically recognise the cartridge, and you can see here, because it knows it's brand new, it's flashing blue. So that blue flashing light means that the head is trying to make you flush water through this brand new cartridge. So the next step is to place your suitably large bucket underneath the grey hose, lift it up slightly, and then open the inlet valve number 1. What this will do is allow water to move through the whole system. You'll hear it moving through, but nothing will happen for a while, and that's because the filter cartridge is filling with water. After a while, it will start to flow from the flush valve, and your job is just to watch it. There may be a small amount of spitting from the hose, and that's just small amounts of air being released as the water replaces the air in the cartridge. So now this is flowing smoothly. There's no more bubbling, no more spitting, which means that the cartridge is fully saturated, absolutely full to the brim of water. The light will continue flashing blue until enough water has gone through this cartridge. If you fill the bucket while it's going through this process and you need to empty it, it's absolutely fine. You can simply stop the process at any time by closing the flush valve number 3. The light will continue to flash because it requires you to continue the flush process. You can empty your bucket and return, and then just restart the process. So we've just emptied our first jug of water. You'll be pleased to know we watered all of the plants in the warehouse with that water. We don't want to waste at all. you've just heard the unit has emitted a beep. We need to close the flush valve again, and the light has changed from flashing blue and it's now flashing green and orange, which means it's reconnecting to the portal. And now the light has gone green, which means it's reconnected to the portal, the flush has been registered, and the unit is ready to go. All right, fantastic. Everything's been done. The flush is completed. We've closed the valve so it's not dripping anymore. The light's gone solid green, which means that the exchange has been registered. And our last step is to send water back to the equipment via the shut-off valve number 2, which we closed earlier. We simply reopen it. Our last step is to put this back in the cupboard. You've been given plenty of slack on the piping by Alchemy Coffee, so it's a very simple case of just lifting it back into the cupboard, tucking it away nice and tidily, giving it a wipe if necessary to get rid of any coffee or water, and then you're back to making coffee. Okay, so what's the last step of this process? Well, it's returning the cartridge that you've just exchanged to Alchemy Coffee for recycling. This is something we're incredibly proud of at BRITA. It's really important to us. Fun fact, 80% of this cartridge can actually be recycled, regenerated or reused. It can't be done in the UK, it can't be done commercially, it has to be done by us in Germany because it requires special processes. So it has to be returned to BRITA, and we do that via Alchemy Coffee. So how are we going to package it up? Well, if you remember, we retain this red cap from the new cartridge. All you do is simply place it over the top of the old one. And at this point, I think it's probably best to just dry off any splashing that you've got because you're about to secure this down with tape. This is my extra strong tape that I chose at the start. You're welcome to use a tape of your choice. Take a length, place it over the top, and secure down that red cap as tightly as you can. And that is to prevent leakage as much as possible on its way back to Alchemy Coffee. Yep, that's secure. Last step, we're going to place it inside the box that it was shipped to you in, the packaging that you retained earlier, with any luck. And inside of that box as well will have been an addressed shipping label sent to you by Alchemy Coffee. Simply seal off the box, maybe with the tape you've just used, maybe with another one. I've got a nice selection. Reseal the box, place the shipping sticker on the top, and then it will be collected by Alchemy Coffee in a few days' time. Wow. What a great experience. I've had so much fun doing that, and I'm sure you have too. What a great day. So, what's the next step? Alchemy Coffee are going to raise the collection of your old cartridge. If you've got any questions, you've got their contact details, feel free to get in touch. Thank you so much for taking part in the self-exchange trial. Every exchange that you do helps us to analyse the success of this trial, and looking forward to seeing what the future holds. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.